for the water is just as strong as the next guy's. And like any good Aussie, he's heading for the harbor and the festivities. A mechanic by trade and a BW lover at heart, Paul's watery obsession might be typical, but the way he's dealing with it isn't.
I've always been the kind of guy that wanted to do something really different, and for years and years it's been in my mind, and finally I've developed it.
Well, Paul's done something pretty different, all right, and it started with his faithful Parfignugan right here. For years, Paul used his mechanical mastery to do quite a bit of backyard bug modification, but when he started mixing oil and water, that's when things started getting very strange.
Well, I've been tinkering with cars just about all my life, and I love boats, and now I've found a way to put both of them together.
You see, Paul has created the only amphibious VW in the world. One of the strangest cars you'll ever see driving around the streets of Sydney, this inboard-outboard auto can go from highway to waterway in a matter of seconds. But before Paul takes the plunge, he decides to check out his auto attention getter just to be sure.
It's amazing. Every time you take the car anywhere, it becomes an instant celebrity. People come around from all over the place to see it, just because they just can't believe their own eyes.
With the propeller lowered into place, Paul backs his $100,000 Seabug down the ramp. This 64 VW Beetle has a watertight carbon fiber and steel body and a specially modified 2-liter engine. Top speed, 120 miles per hour on the road, and a respectable 10 knots in the water. It took 5 long years of research and design trials for Paul to perfect his machine. Now it only takes him 5 minutes to launch it.
Well, the advantage of having a Seabug is that you just jump into the car, drive it down the street, into a crowded boat ramp, straight into the water, and there's no hassles whatsoever.
In the water, the car steers by using the front tires as rudders. The smooth bottom helps it push through the water, and with 2 spare aluminum cylinders that'll carry up to 60 gallons of fuel, Paul can speed around out here for hours.
When you're out there with all the other boats going past, all of a sudden you feel like you're in a boat, but then you think again, and you've got your windscreen wipers, your steering wheel, and your gear shift, and it's a car, and it's an amazing sensation.
You might not think the Seabug looks all that seaworthy, but with a bilge pump and radio communications for open ocean cruising, Paul says his bobbing Beetle can go anywhere a regular boat can, and more.
The feeling that I get when I'm in the Seabug out in the water is fantastic. It's just that the people looking at you and the achievement, the sense of achievement that you actually built it yourself and it's working. It's just fantastic. There were so many people that said it couldn't be done along the way. Here I am in the garage putting it together, this car, building it, they're working on a dream, and they just said it couldn't happen. And I finally proved to them it could.
Paul hopes that the Seabug will be the wave of the future. He envisions that in every 2-car garage you'll see at least one propeller with wheels. If the Seabug ever makes it to the mass production stage, he says $50,000 will drive one off the dealer's floor. So while some folks think he's a nut, others say he's slightly ahead of his time. But no matter what you think, the Seabug can promise you a pretty wild ride. Now, Paul tells us his big dream is to take his Seabug from mainland Australia to Tasmania. That's a distance of 350 miles, one of the most treacherous channels on Earth. Now, he tried it once before. Unfortunately, it was during a typhoon. 20-foot seas, he got about a third of the way there and had to turn back. He's going to attempt it again. Soon, we'll let you know what happens. Stay right with us. with us. We're coming back with the new kids on the block.